Hello. It is 11 p.m. Ow. And I'm sitting outside this random building near my apartment because I don't want to film a YouTube video at my house because I get embarrassed and I don't want my roommates to hear me talking and think that I'm weird or a podcaster. So yeah, here I am. So what are we talking about today? Well, we are talking about jealousy and comparison. These are two things that I think a lot of people experience. Okay, that was a stupid sentence. These are two things I think everybody experiences. I think everyone experiences jealousy and comparison. And I think that I know why. So, basically, when someone tells you something about them, let's say someone says, I went to France. You maybe think of a few things about France, and you think of the person who told you this, and you think about the person who went to France. And then you kind of run out of things to think about, and then you start thinking about yourself, and then you're like, I've never been to France. And maybe your response to them is like, I've never been to France. And in that case, it's fine because you're not really feeling jealous, probably, unless you're like someone who's like always wanted to go to France and you can't. Then you're probably like, oh my god, I've never been to France. But point is, like, our default is to think about ourselves. So when someone gives us information, we try to fit ourselves into that puzzle, whether we belong there or not. Okay? So how does this cause jealousy? Well, when someone says something like, I got a really great job offer, who are the people in this equation? Them. The company who hired them. The job offer. Other things about them. Other things about the company. Do you see are we in this equation? Like, we're not in this equation. We're not even in it. But we think for a few seconds, them, the job, blah, blah, blah. Then it's like boring. Think about me. Go back to me. And then you're like, how do I fit into this? You don't fit into it. So then you try to fit yourself into it. And the easiest way to fit yourself into this is comparison. Because there is no equality here. It's not like, I'm also at the job. Hey, I relate to you. It's like, am I better or worse than you? Like, it's a comparison. And you compare yourself to the other person. You're like, I'm worse than you. I don't have this job. Or whatever, right? Or someone tells you, I got a girlfriend. And their girlfriend, and you're single. Then you're like, well, there's two people in this equation, them and the girlfriend. Where are you in this? You're not trying to join in as a third, so why are you even putting yourself into here? But then you're like, I'm jealous. They got a girlfriend and I didn't. Or something like that. You know what I mean? So, essentially, and I don't know if this is true because I haven't tested it yet. I will be testing it starting right now. But basically, I think if you are more mindful and you take a minute and pause when someone tells you something, you have your immediate reaction. After you get your immediate reaction, you take a minute and then you take a minute and you pause. And then you think, in my immediate reaction, were there any elements that shouldn't be there, that are there? Like, they have presented me with a situation. Am I maybe putting myself into this situation when I really don't belong in it? Like, for example, going back to the example about France. Me being in France. I'm not part of that equation. Like, it's them going to France. It's just them and France. Maybe their family, maybe the baguettes, maybe whatever's in France. Me, I'm not in the equation. So I remove myself from it, and then I think about just the things that are presented to me. Because, yeah. Because you get what I mean, right? Like, when you're trying to, like, relate yourself into it, it's just easy to, like, start beating yourself up. Because how else would you relate yourself to it? So if you don't relate yourself to it, then you're able to be happy for people a lot more without even thinking about yourself at all, which is basically my goal. I want to be able to admire people's good traits and, like, yeah, admire people's good traits without even considering, like, how do I compare to them? Because, like, how does that matter? They're still the same amount of good, and I'm still the same amount of good. There's still this, like, They're still the same amount of whatever they have, and I'm still the same amount of whatever I have. It's not based on how much they have. I wouldn't have more if they had less, and I don't have less if they have more, you know? So there's no purpose in putting myself into it, and I'm just taking away from my own enjoyment. I could potentially enjoy the intelligence of someone else. I could really admire it so much, but I don't let myself because I want to put myself into the equation, and I want us to be equal. Why though? I'm not even involved in it. Why would I be equal to them? This is not necessary, you know? Oh my god, did I lose my water bottle? Fuck. Wait, I don't think I brought it outside. Okay, that's all I have to say. Hope this all makes sense. I need to think of a good title for this video because I actually think it's like kind of insightful, but I am really bad at making titles and then no one clicks on my videos. Okay, bye. Hope this helps. Please subscribe.